What is up, guys? It is your man Evil Dre here, coming at you with another Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 video. And in today's video, I'm going to give you my opinion of the game's current state, as well as give you guys an update about today's Season 2 Reloaded update. So, first things first, we're going to be getting a new remastered 6v6 multiplayer map. We're getting DOS House from Call of Duty Vanguard. It was a nice small map that was actually pretty decent. It had a relatively good flow. I kind of still remember how to play it, so I think I'm gonna hop in this map and already be familiar with it. So I think that's a plus. And I think anybody who played Vanguard, as terrible as that game was, if you already played it, you're gonna have a good idea of how this plays. Now next, they're gonna be introducing a new game mode. It's gonna be called Bounty Juggermosh. It's TDM, but you guys are all in these big ass, I guess, juggernaut suits. And one side is going to be red, one side is going to be blue, and whoever is doing the best on each team is going to show up on the minimap as a HVT, high value target, meaning that once you kill them, you will be gaining extra score towards your streak. Or if you're using kill streaks, I am unfamiliar with what that's going to do personally, but I would assume it would, count as extra and should probably help you get your streaks quicker. Playing this game mode, I would definitely recommend using the hardline equivalent in this game, just so you can get your streaks a little bit faster. Next thing, they're going to be having a mode called Vortex Decades Realm. Redeploy to the Vortex with an expanded map pool featuring the new map variants Skid, Grow, and Airborne. So basically, the DOS House map that I mentioned earlier from Vanguard, it's not going to be all dark and dreary like it was back in, Call of Duty World War II Vanguard. It's actually going to be a lot more bright and vibrant as the map takes place on top of a high-rise building. Well, a skyscraper, I guess, to say the least. It's going to be in a training facility. Now, with the rest of the maps that we saw about, Airborne, for example. Airborne is going to be terminal, but essentially you're going to see a lot of alien infestation covering the environment and a putrid green growth. So essentially you're going to be basically seeing the regular terminal map, but it's going to have a lot of green in the back. So yeah. And as well, Skid Grow, which is going to be Skid Row. This one has kind of it's the regular Skid Row, but the flora has kind of taken over. Skid Row becomes the site of massive overgrowth, as if the population vanished, letting nature take its inevitable toll. Ivy hangs down the sides of the buildings and creeps along abandoned vehicles, even breaking into interior spaces on the map. Weeds and grass push up through the crumbled concrete. So basically, it's just going to be a lot of vegetation all over the place on these maps. I think if Call of Duty wants people to actually have just more replay value with their game, they should do this with more maps. Like we should have map variations in the game, so even if you're playing the same maps you've been playing, it feels like you're playing a new map. I remember Treyarch did this back in BO4. I remember Raven doing this back in Modern Warfare Remastered. I think that's a good idea to always get more people to play your game, is just change how the maps look. If it's a cold season, put snow on all the maps. If it's hot outside, set it, I don't know, change the setting, make it look more summer related, make it look more spring related or fall related. It's just, if it feels more I guess innovative, even though you're not doing that much, you're basically doing the bare minimum. But yeah. And when I was talking about Juggermosh, so the bounty one is like I said, the team deathmatch, but the biggest slayer on each team will be an HVT. The Juggermosh, though, that I was mentioning earlier, everybody's gonna be in juggernaut suits, and you drop in as an Ultramarines inspired juggernaut clad, and Ultramar's Vengeance power armor, or Blood Angel Space Marine encased in Beale's Wrath power armor. The armor skin offers the same capabilities as a Juggernaut recon kill streak, and every player comes equipped in these and advanced protective suits. And yeah, everybody's gonna be fighting for possession of some one-hit kill melee weapon in the middle of the map. So if I'm being honest, this kind of sounds like Halo-like in a way. So I mean, hey, if you like Halo and you kind of want to still play COD, boom, you got a mode that's kind of something similar to it. I don't know what's the longevity of this, and I don't even know if this is gonna be fun for real, because the community act like no matter what mode we playing, they don't know how to move. But yeah, then we go on essentially to the next thing. It's gonna be some new zombies content, a new story mission, some new Dark Ether rifts, Battle Warlord carries, new schematics. It's gonna be, like I said, and yeah, it's also in this gonna be a new weapon as well. I believe that the weapon was called the SOA. It's an AR weapon, which, to be honest with you, well, it's a battle rifle. It's called the SOA Subverter Battle Rifle, and in my opinion, I think I'm gonna be interested in this, because from what it sounds like, I think this gun is gonna be the equivalent of the OSA from Infinite Warfare, or the ARX 160 from Call of Duty Ghost, fast fire rate weapon that got a nice time to kill. I think I'm definitely gonna try to grind and unlock this weapon, because I like using, new weapons, unlike the rest of the Call of Duty community. And they're also gonna have something called what was it called? What was the melee weapon called? I think it's called a Warhammer or something like that. I don't know. But essentially, it's just gonna be a sword and a new gun. I'm really just gonna grind for the weapon. I don't really care about the sword too much. But that's basically all you're gonna be getting in today's update. Don't expect nothing too crazy. If you hopping on the game because it's a new update, also just, pace yourself, because you are about to be playing some intense sweat lords, which leads me on to my next thing. I'm not one of the people who like to kind of blame the game for what people do on it. Like, I don't call the game trash because people camp in the game. Even though I will admit, sometimes it will be a little annoying, playing in a game with 150 health and people don't move on most maps and play head glitches. And before you can get 1 or 2 shots off, they already fucking beaming you. But I digress. One of my main issues with this game, and I know I'm gonna sound cliche saying this, but it's the cheating issue. At first it was kind of hard to tell who was cheating and who wasn't. It was always issues where it was just a little suspicious. And to be honest with you, for the most part, I kind of thought everybody was capping about the cheating thing. But then I run into a lobby and I'm just noticing people tracking me through walls with no UAV up. Suspect, very suspect. But it is what it is. I didn't think too much of it. But then I was playing with one of my friends who plays on PC, and he was using soft aimbot essentially, which threw me off because I don't know how he didn't get banned. But all he did was get shadow banned for a week, and then he came back and he was just using this shit again with no repercussions whatsoever. And if I'm being honest with you, I'm sick of this community. I don't even think Modern Warfare 3 is a bad game. I'm sick of Eomm, sick of Sbmm, and I'm sick of this bum ass community. I'm sick of Eomm and I'm sick of Sbmm because, if you guys notice, I hadn't made a video in a couple of weeks. I kind of was feeling sick for a little bit. So, while I was going through that, I kind of took a break on making videos. I did try to get some gameplay, but from my experience and trying to get gameplay, I don't know what happens with this game, but it's just like it's extraordinarily sweatier each and every single time that I log in day by day. I only really have like 3 days on this game, and I'm only like 280 or like 290 or something like that. I'm already seeing people who are level 450, which is the max. So I don't even understand why I match up with a good majority of these no lifes who play this game like it's like just how they make money and all that other stuff. Like, it's just stupid to me. But if you enjoy a game, grind it. It's just like, I'm tired of this sweaty shit, and I'm tired of when I actually do gun these people and when I actually do find a way to, grab that brass ring at the end of the tunnel and actually be able to gun these sweats that be playing this shit 24/7. All of a sudden, my gun that was just slapping them doesn't work the same the very next game. I'm very tired of that. Like, I'm tired of that because it makes it so hard. It's like the game wants you to go negative, and no matter how much you try to fight against it, you're going to go negative. Or if you don't go negative, you're gonna go barely positive, probably like 2 more kills positive over the deaths that you have. Shit is just not fun. I'm sick of people not moving. I'm sick of the game. Like, I have a great connection, and I never can seem to find a lobby or a match, I guess, within 20 to 25 milliseconds. It's always trying to find me a match like 40 and up. And I never understand it, because I'm like, bro, if ping is king like they claimed a while ago, why am I not being put in the lobbies that actually, you know what I'm saying, benefit from me having a good connection? I'm hardwired. I have a good connection. I should be having a good experience. But that's not the case. And it just gets irritating. Now, let me talk about this bum ass Call of Duty community that I'm really irritated with. You hear me talk shit about people who come into the lobbies using meta shit 24/7, which leads me to the next thing I want to say. You know, it doesn't matter how many new guns get put into this game. Don't matter how many new vests get put into this game. Don't matter how many new perks get put into this game. Because everybody is going to continue to use the same shit. Every lobby I'm in, regardless of what the map is I'm playing, is always somebody fucking sweating their heart out with an MCW. Regardless of how many nerfs this fucking gun has been hit with, is always somebody like with a ranked play skin in these fucking lobbies sweating their ass off, not realizing that it's public matches, not ranked play. Like, I don't understand it. And if I'm being honest, man, I know that this game was originally supposed to come with pick 10, but Infinity Ward didn't want that to happen. So I'm hoping that in this next Treyarch title, that they decide to do something with the creative class system and just bring back pick 10, please. Because I am sick and tired of these bum ass Call of Duty players who always got to throw something around the corner before they get a kill. Like, all that energy that you expanding and throwing a stun or throwing a flash around the corner, you could extend into fucking getting into a gunfight and actually trying to shoot it out. I hate every time somebody throws something around the corner, I'm practically dead because there's no actual hard counter. Battle Hardened does jack shit. Like, bro, it's annoying. And the Call of Duty community pisses me off because it's like, they bitch about movement. They're given movement. They don't move. They bitch about the flow of the maps. They refuse to play nothing that's not a small map. Like, and I also have a theory too. Everybody was hyping up these small maps in this game, right? First off, I never see Shoe House. And it bothers me because if I'm being honest, of all the small maps in the game, Shoe House is the best map. Shoe House is better than Stash House. That trash ass map that everybody seems to overhype for some reason, that has no flow, and no matter what you do, somebody's always spawning in front of you. Meat, which is what you see me playing in this video, this was a good map before the shotgun meta just completely ruined this map, and the fact that nobody ever really actually moves. Shipment is Shipment. That map is trash. I think the only thing that'll really save that map would be maybe if they changed the how it look on it. Make it bright like how that map was in Call of Duty World War II. I think when you put maps in a brighter environment, it changes the experience of the player. It at least makes them feel like they're playing something different. And although the matches are all going to probably play the same, you're going to probably get hit with hella stuns, hella nades. It at least looks a little different. DOS House being added today. I'm going to definitely try to play that map. I know how it plays, so I should be able to get some decent little gameplay on that map. My next video, you should definitely see me playing that. And yeah, man, it's just like the game is not trash. The community is. And like over time, it's starting to be more apparent to me that like we give the developers so much hate, but it's the community that ruined this shit. But on top of that as well, I would like to say, I'm not going to let them immediately just, escape without not getting any criticism. Because I think the reason why Sledgehammer makes so many small maps is because they can't make mid-range or large-range maps. And I think that's why they just stuck to doing what the community wants by constantly making these small maps that take little to no effort because all everybody want to do is play a clusterfuck where they can get easy kills. But with all that being said, guys, my name's Evil Eye Dre. Smacking lobbies is my hobby. If you enjoyed this video today, please be sure to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications if you're new. And with all that being said, guys, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.